Traditional traders show growing interest in crypto. Crypto custody firm lists XRP for institutional clients. This historically accurate pattern suggests epic Bitcoin plunge to 3K. Welcome back to CryptoWealthy channel, guys. In today's episode, we're going to read those news that we just mentioned, and also I'm going to show you something very interesting on the charts, why I personally think that in this shorter period of predictions on the Bitcoin price, we will actually go a little bit lower that we are standing here on these prices, and I will give you the arguments why we could actually see much higher prices on a little bit longer term perspective. Now, let's cover the news first. Traditional traders show growing interest in crypto. A survey published on March 31st revealed that senior trading executives believe that large companies in the business would be interested in taking advantage of the recent crypto plunge, particularly Bitcoin. So this is very also good news to see, because and also a little bit predictive, because we do need regulations in this market, and once we get the regulation of this market, we will have the more investors, especially those professional investors and traders, into the space to buy cryptocurrency and trade, and let's say bring the volume on the way to the upside. So this is very good and encouraging news for the crypto space in general, because once they embrace the Bitcoin volatility, they will probably jump also on some altcoins. So make sure, if you are investing in altcoins world, make sure you get your good altcoin and hold for a long term. Bitcoin and Ethereum derivatives are of a major interest, of course, because they're one of the first cryptocurrencies, and that's the first thing that they're going to watch. Also, we have in this text XRP and probably maybe some other cryptocurrencies that people are watching. I'll ask Cardano and Stellar because they are more centralized. Crypto custody firm lists XRP for institutional clients. So for all of those who are holding XRP, one more news about I don't know if it's partnership or something, but we can read one partial of this text. Xspring Resources provide reliable solution to custodian solution for XRP is available to institutional investors today, with plans to add additional services in the future, the project noted. The flexibility of the Encourage platform will allow us to support more advanced XRP functionality like payment channels should customer demand require it. Respectability through association. Of course, XRP has a lot of connections with the banks, with the world in general. So yeah, this is something expectable. And of course, if this is going to raise the price up, congratulations to all XRP holders. But let's see what this could actually bring for the price, because we are all here to actually make gains. This historically accurate pattern suggests epic Bitcoin plunge to 3K. Now this news we're going to connect with the charts, where I'm going to explain you my prediction of the Bitcoin price in the shorter term, and also a little bit a longer term perspective, why Bitcoin price could actually go first down before it goes up. So we are standing here on the chart, and this chart also you could see yesterday, because yesterday we discussed about Elliott theory, and you need to watch that video in order to understand what I'm going to predict and why I'm going to predict, because in yesterday's video also I told you that this is the full cycle of the Elliott theory waves over here, and I did draw this my prediction of the Elliott theory, and some other professional traders also believe that this is right now the case. And in this theory, after the whole cycle is done, as you can see over here, those red trend lines are actually correction of the Bitcoin on this theory, and after that should start the new rally, or let's say new cycle of the Elliott theory waves, which means that this first one over here and second one should start from this low over here that we had, which means if we're going to start all over again, let's say like that, we are already into the wave one. Let's say like that we are in the wave one. After wave one, should we go on the way to the downside, which means that's the other step or other wave, and that's the correction wave. In this correction wave, we can see that we are already into some sort of a rising wedge formation, which we are mentioning in the past few videos already, and in this continuation pattern over here, because we are in downtrend, we should continue go on the way to the downside. Now here I do predict that we're going to stop somewhere somewhere around $5,500 or $500 level of support over here, and after that continue bouncing back on the way to the upside, because I do not think that the Bitcoin could bottom out just on this V shape. I do expect Bitcoin to make some sort of a double bottom, or at least higher low over here, which means this is one low, this is the higher low, and start to rally on the way to the upside. Now, one more thing that should actually back up this long period prediction is the halving that is coming in May, which is perfectly good fundamentality that could push the Bitcoin price on this pattern, which is Elliott theory. We need to see how this will play out. Now, on short period of time, as I told you, we should actually go to the downside to visit some prices, maybe even 4,500, who knows, but I do not think that that will happen so low. Now, some signs that are actually giving me concerns over here are on MACD and on RSI. In the previous videos, I told you many times to watch these indicators, because they could actually show you where Bitcoin price could go. If we switch on this MACD over here, we can see that the MACD is actually trying to push on the way to the upside to show us some sort of a strength into the Bitcoin price, but unfortunately we are seeing over here the histogram is showing us the weakness over here, so that means that those two moving averages should cross and go on the way to the downside if we see a histogram showing us more weaker signs. Similar situation is happening on the RSI. If we bring the horizontal line on level of 50 over here, we can see that we're still below level of 50. The reason why I'm telling you this is because many times in the previous videos I told you whenever the Bitcoin on daily chart is on some sort of a bullish trend, then the RSI is showing us strength above level of 50, while when we are in the downtrend, RSI is showing us weakness below level of 50, and right now we did stop on level of 50 actually, and we are still consolidating on the downside. I thought that we are going to break this level and start consolidating, of course, above level of 50, but that wasn't the case, so we are still down. Those two indicators are very important and you need to watch them before you make some sort of a decision in trading. Also, one more indicator is the volume. We can see decrease in the volume, and that also means that we're going to have some big movement in the next days, or let's say maybe even hours, because over here we can see that we are coming to an end on this rising wedge formation, which means if we continue to go like this and consolidating, that means that this rising wedge is not good pattern, and everything above this is actually just a noise, and you should not include anymore this pattern into your technical analysis. So right now we need to see some sort of a break out on the way to the upside or on the way to the downside. I personally do think that we're going to go on the downside, or we're going to break this $7,400 level of support and then push on the way to the downside. But we need to see what the Bitcoin will decide in the next days or so. I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like these sort of videos, and also let us know in the comment section down below what would you like to be better on this channel, so you could enjoy more on our videos. I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos, ladies and gentlemen. As always, until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.